All right, so I actually just did a review of this, but I was like, there were some things I forgot about the review, so I actually want to go into it. So, yeah, I know I've done like a string of Godzilla videos, but there was one more book I did get, and I finished it, and I wanted to talk about it. Godzilla Skate or Die. Godzilla Skate or Die was a book I actually purchased, and I reviewed, if you guys remember. I did a review of it on of issue 1, but I felt like it would read better in trade, so I decided to opt out, reading it monthly, decided to read it in trade. And the trade is here. Now we get to talk about it. So this is done by Louis Joyce, and these Godzilla, when it comes to Godzilla miniseries, a lot of them have been more hit than miss. I think we can all agree Godzilla the Half-Century War is goated in terms of Godzilla comics, right? So, and much like James Stokoe's masterpiece, this is done with art and written by the same person. So it's not a creative team, it is just one person. This comic, I was curious about to see how it would go, how it would play out, and yeah, so let's get into it. So Godzilla Skate or Die is basically a comic set in Australia. This is arguably one of the more unique Godzilla comics I have read in a while. Not in the sense that, like, you know, if you want to go by really interesting, like, this is the one that really, like there are others like War for Humanity and Here There Be Here There Be Monsters and things like that, Godzilla versus Pirates. This one is interesting in the sense that, like, it's like a 90s skater movie if Godzilla crashed the party. Like, that's how it feels. It's like Cloverfield meets a skater movie. Like, you can almost hear Offspring in the background with this fucking thing. Anyway, so this story is, like I said, set in Australia, and a group of skater friends are trying to get to a skate park that holds a lot of its significance to them. I don't want to spoil it, so I'm just going to say it has great significance to them. And the four friends are trying to get there, but guess what? Godzilla and another monster, thanks to government tampering with things they don't understand, have brought the two monsters together, and now they're going to fight. First off, I enjoy the artwork. It's very like pop punk art kind of feel to it, and I will say with artists, there's always this whole thing of fear of like picture over story when it comes to when writers do artwork. But thankfully, Joyce, much like Stokoe, is a good. Not to say not every artist is a good writer. It's just sometimes artists let their drawing do the work rather than tell the actual story, which is fine too. It's just, you know, sometimes you get like Stokoe, other times you get McFarlane. Anyway, so yeah, it's artwork like this. It's pretty solid. And the other thing that drew me to this book is that we have a unique foe for Godzilla in this comic. Like I said, it's Varan. Varan is our big enemy in here, and I gotta say, like, it is refreshing to see Godzilla fight someone else that isn't, you know, Ghidorah or Mothra or someone else. Not to say I don't like those monsters, but it's just kind of refreshing to see Godzilla fight someone else other than the usual rogues gallery. And it's a fight we wish we could have gotten in GMK. Remember, in the original cut, it wasn't supposed to be alongside Baragon, Mothra, and Ghidorah. It was supposed to be Anguirus and Varan. And in here, Godzilla and Varan actually do a solid fight. Like, throughout the comic, they do have this solid battle between the two monsters. The other thing that I really enjoy about this book is, again, we get the scale of them. And like, Varan is actually treated like a credible threat to Godzilla. You know, using his flight, using his, you know, tunneling ability. He's actually, like, fighting Godzilla on even ground. Now, the other thing is that the main cast is pretty likable. They also, like, I think, like, if I understand it right, one of the characters is transgender, but they don't draw a lot of attention to it. It's more of, yeah, he was a boy then, now he's a girl now, we're moving on. Like, that's it. And that character, Sushi, is kind of treated as the leader of the group. And they all have, like, a lot of great chemistry, which is a good thing as to, thankfully, these characters aren't boring, because I gotta be honest, if I had read this in single issues, I would have hated it, because the first two issues, Godzilla and Varan don't meet till issue 3 of a 5-issue miniseries. Thankfully, though, Godzilla and Varan's presence is felt, and you do get the sense that, yeah, like, Varan's trudging through the landscape, and Godzilla's swimming towards Australia while the Navy's desperately trying to keep him away. So yeah, you have the two monsters. They don't meet until issue 3, but when they do, the fight's actually pretty solid. Like, they keep fighting for 3 issues nonstop. But if you wanted monster action, yeah. I will give another credit, is that they do keep you in. They do remind you, hey, Godzilla and Varan are moving across the country and across the sea to get at each other, and once they do, they're gonna wreck shit. And I do like that we do get this sense, like, we don't normally get this in Godzilla comics, because usually it's like a scientist or some other person who has a lot of intellect to them. No, it's four fucking kids who just want to go to a skate park and, Tony Hawk the shit out of stuff. But, like, at the same time, it's like this overarching thing of Godzilla and Varan are coming, and they are, and they don't have any experience. They're not robotics geniuses. That's usually a thing where it's like a soldier or a robotics genius or someone who, like, never had their full potential noticed. No, it's just 4 fucking idiots. It's just 4 fucking idiots caught in the middle of an evacuation. You see, like, the civilian eye view. Even though the monsters aren't there, you feel their presence, and they're coming like a storm. So I like that. The other thing that's kind of weak is, and it's not a dig at this comic directly, it's more at, I've seen this a lot in Godzilla comics in general, where a majority of these are like the military or scientists meddling with things for an energy source or a new weapon that they don't understand, and they just proceed to mess with it, and that's what perks Godzilla's head out of the ocean, like, something ain't right here. I don't know why I just made Godzilla sound kind of British. But yeah. So, Godzilla and Varan also gets called to this too. I would have preferred, and this is kind of a me thing, I would have preferred if Godzilla, like, came out, like, not Godzilla, but Varan came out of the ocean, or a lake, rather, because that's how he showed up in his movie, Varan the Unbelievable. He appeared out of a lake. But I get it, he is a giant monitor lizard. In fact, his name Varan is a shortened version of Varanus, which is the species name of, like, for monitor lizards and Komodo dragons, things like that. So, yeah, him coming out of the ground wasn't too different, but I did kind of hope he would come out of a lake. All in all, this is a pretty fun book. Does it take a while for Godzilla and Varan to finally meet? Yes, but again, both of their respective presence are felt, and you do see them, like, making their way through the city as they like keep moving towards each other and towards this energy source. And thankfully, the main characters are interesting enough that you want to keep following. So yeah, it's pretty fun, and again, the art style is pretty fun. And yeah, I think it's pretty solid. I still think, like, in terms of, like, other Godzilla comics, I kind of enjoy more of this new Godzilla IDW era. I still think, like, War for Humanity and Here There Be Dragons are probably a little better, but I haven't run into one so far that I didn't like. Like, I haven't run into a Godzilla miniseries or comic from this new IDW Godzilla era that I haven't liked yet. Or haven't disliked, I should say. So yeah, there's my review of Godzilla Skate or Die. If you read this, comment below, let me know what you guys thought of it. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.